If you're part of my private Facebook group, Fascial Focus Community, you know that there are loads of pre-recorded videos of myofascial self-care sessions and techniques housed in that group. I so enjoy getting down on the mat and sharing a collective experience, one where we can each benefit from a guided fascial reset. Getting down on the mat doesn't have to be overcomplicated. In fact, keeping it simple is suggested, especially if you're just starting out or you're not really sure where to begin. In this video, we're going to do a super simple technique together. And since the world is currently off its rocker a bit, let's take a moment to plug into the body in hopes of finding some deeper breath, an inner sense of ease, and maybe even an attitude adjustment if we're lucky. My name is Renee Allen. I'm the owner of Still Point Myofascial Release here just outside of Portland, Maine, and I guide you through the process of navigating physical pain, mental angst and fatigue, or spiritual stagnation by way of the fascial system. Understanding the importance of fascial health is an eye-opening education that will give you some powerful tools to soothe what ails you so that you're better able to lean on your body's wisdom as you journey through this modern world and feel better doing so. And today we're going to get down on the mat. So grab your foam roller and let's share a moment together. All right, so here we are. I do use a full-length foam roller all the time. If you have one of those shorties, I can give you a modification, but I really do prefer the full-length foam roller. I find that it's just so much more versatile and you have plenty of roller to work with. For this particular technique, we're going to come up onto the roller. You're going to scooch yourself down towards the edge, and then you're going to lie back so that full length of your spine is in contact with the roller. And since I promised you a modification, if you only have a shorty and you can it's less about the technique and more about just taking this time to reset and just have a moment to be guided through a body-led experience. So if you only have a shorty, time out. You can just put the roller behind your head and you can allow your head and the top of those shoulders to rest on the roller. If you wanted to, you could put your arms out to the side or up overhead, depending on how much range you have access to right now. But for the technique itself, we're going to come back up onto the roller. I hate to discriminate against what tools people have, but I really do think that the full-length roller is worth the investment. So here we are on top. Let's just take a moment to begin to settle in. Right? Landing here, just allowing yourself to land is such an important part of showing up into and for your body. You can take a moment with those arms out to the side and you can gently move your body from side to side, distributing that body weight from side to side, feeling that there is something mobile underneath you, making sure that you have your balance. I have my knees bent here. This particular video, I'd like this to be a little bit less about the technique and just taking a moment to understand what it feels like to show up for yourself, your body, and your fascial system in this way. So whether you just have the shorty and you're nestling your head and neck onto the roller, or you're here with me and you've got that full length of the spine up the roller, just take a moment. Shift those hips, giving yourself a little bit of a pelvic tilt here. Again, whether those hips are on the floor or on the roller, giving yourself a little bit of a pelvic tilt. So when you come back down, you can lift up, tilt, and when you come back down, really allowing that sacrum, that small triangular bone at the base of your spine, to really anchor your lower body nice and securely, either on the roller or on the floor. From here, your arms can be out to the side. If you don't really feel like you have that much range, your arms can be down by your side. And if you're still feeling like you don't have that much range through your chest, you could rest your hands on your body. Landing, feeling that compression, feeling your body given the chance to just settle, even if just for a few minutes. When you get down on the mat and you do take this time, that your body and mind begin to sync up. Your body knows what it's doing. Your mind knows that this is a chance for your body to just begin to settle, to find a bit of an exhale, to just let your body let its guard down for a few moments. And the more that you engage with this practice, the more that your body knows, all right, this is my time to just recalibrate. And to make this really simple technique profound enough to keep your attention, you can turn your head. You can move that head and neck through a range of motion of no, moving that head and neck from side to side. Taking notice of any sticky spots that you may come across. Noticing any areas that it's like, I don't really want to move. I just want to stay here for a moment. I found one. I found a spot that I could stay at for a few moments. So if you have found one, just allow yourself to stay there. If you haven't really found anything that jumps out at you, feel free to stay in neutral with that head and neck in neutral alignment. With those arms out to the side, you could be palm up or palm down. And ever so slightly, you can drop those hips, right? You can scooch your body weight over to one side or the other. If you're on that shorty roller and your heels are on the mat with your knees bent, you could even drop your knees a little bit from side to side to get a modification for the same idea. So I've landed in this space where my head's going in one direction, my lower body is kind of going in the opposite direction. And it gives a chance to notice where there are lines of tension. There are places where the body is holding. There's a lot of stimuli in the world right now that as your logical mind sifts through, your body also has to interpret. It can cause you to hold your breath. Maybe you feel that, that decision fatigue, so many decisions, just like rapid freaking fire these days. So many decisions to make. A lot of start and stops, a lot of like surges of energy. If you're at all in touch with the collective energies, it can be like a little jolting to the system. And this is really such a nice, accessible way to allow that jolt to kind of process through the body. When we give ourselves a moment to pause, to slow down, really in a body-led manner, it really gives us a chance to assimilate all that is being thrown our way. So if you find that your mind chatter starts to kind of creep in and take over and you're thinking, there's a million things that I could be doing besides laying here on the foam roller, take that as a signal that your body really needs your attention. If spending 5 minutes in a semi-quiet state and your mind is trying to hijack your experience, please know that your body is desperate for your attention right now. Those million things can wait. They can wait 5-10 minutes. Take this chance to feel your breath, right? As you take a breath in, and that diaphragm drops down and those ribs expand. As those ribs expand and that breath fills your system, the experience on the roller, your rib cage, your back, the muscles that run down your spine, as you breathe in, those areas that are in contact with the roller, in that moment where you're taking a breath, they have a chance to experience that compression a little bit differently. Pay attention to that. If you take a moment to really feel that difference, breathing in, feeling the expansion, feeling how there's more real estate on that roller in just that moment's time. If you take the time to feel that, the action may not be so profound, but it's a chance for your body to get into the game. It's a chance for your body to feel like it's being heard. When you can take something so subtle and focus on that, you're allowing that chatter to have a chance to quiet, and you're allowing your body to be heard. The body loves to feel sensation. It loves it for you to recognize sensation. And in order for your body to really fully process all that is going on in your world around you, it needs a few moments to be heard. So as you feel your breath enter and leave the body, as you feel that diaphragm move up and down, you feel that rib cage expand and contract. Maybe you feel those shoulders creep up to your ears because all of your breath is filled in that upper thoracic area. And in order for you to take a full breath, your whole chest needs to kind of lift and drop down with it. We're working to optimize the breathing here. We're working to allow that subtlety of the simplicity of your breath moving in and through you. We're looking to heighten that experience of the rib cage expanding and contracting, and just taking a moment to feel the differences on the roller. And just as the going is getting good, we're going to pause. We're going to drop the body down towards the floor and just gently nudge that roller out from under you. Taking a moment here in neutral position with nothing under you, just feeling a little more life pulsate through your being. Noticing that maybe you had a few more moments to spend there because you were just starting to let your guard down. It doesn't have to be complicated to treat and engage the fascial system. Even something simple like 5 minutes on the roller in that way. You do that 5 minutes every day, your body is going to get more and more and more eager to connect with you in the moment. It's going to give you more information. It's going to be more appreciative of your attention. Having a regular fascial practice is only going to do you good. So I hope that you can take this 5 minutes or so, 10 minutes maybe. We may have gone 10 minutes, taking this 10 minutes and just feel your body in a different way. Hopefully that you found an exhale that's a little bit deeper, maybe a bit of an attitude adjustment or a realization that you should be doing this a little more often. All right, my fascial friends, if you like some information or guidance about how you can do this a little more often, how we can do so much more together than scratch the surface like we did here, be sure to check those links in the description below. And I do hope to see you again. Take good care.